Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Probably presents another episode of, you know what it is, man. Say What Wednesday. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell. For the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as what we got going on over here on the channel, man. We got some things to talk about. You know, it's a few things. We got, 2 releases this week. We're gonna talk about that. And was May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th successful? We're gonna talk about that a little bit too. You know what I mean? Just to see, because there's some mixed feelings about that. You know what I mean? Like going around right now. So we're gonna definitely have that discussion and much more. So thank you for being here, those who are in attendance. Now let's bring in everybody who's out there or who we have on the panel tonight. We got a special guest. Here's the thing, man. Listen. So you learn a lot about people, bro. And when one person's smooth, you find out that the smoothness just leaks down through family genes, bro. Like I'm discovering that. So what I'm trying to say is Calvin's family is like the Barge, bro. It's like the Barge. That's what they are, bro. It's like the DeBarge family. All of them smooth, and that's it, bro. This is the way it is. Calvin, what's going on, bro?
What's up, everybody?
What's going down? You got your nephew?
It's my nephew DJ with me tonight.
See what I mean, bro?
Yo, both of them did the what's up the exact same way.
Bro, the exact same way, bro. Like, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on, bro? Anyway, man, thank you for being here.
So imagine this. So he's a twin, actually. His sister's downstairs.
Word.
They were both preemies and both, I say, weren't much bigger than this. They both were about that big in my hand. This dude is 6'5" now.
Word.
Made up for it.
So he's taller than you.
Hey, yep. I tell him all the time, I will take your knees out. You come at me foul. Drop your ass right back down. But nah, he's good.
6'5". Damn, bro.
She got hit with a gamma bomb.
Down, bro. Word.
That gamma radiation.
He just hit.
Something like that, man. I don't even know how it happened myself.
He just hit that growth spurt, bro. It just happened. Yeah. Boom. I'm big. I'm 6'5". What?
Nah, I've been having a growth spurt my whole life, man. I've been talking to my dad since the 5th grade.
Hey, don't tell me that dude's 4'4".
Nah, he's 5'11".
Okay. Wow. You said you've been taller than him since the 5th grade?
Just about like middle school. Yeah. 5th grade. 6th grade.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Okay, balling people up. That's what I mean, man. That's what time it is. But thank you for being there, brother. So good to have you here with us. Next up, we got. Okay, so listen, prop. We're gonna try to get through this entire show, right?
It's not gonna happen. But let me hear.
We're gonna try to get through the entire show without talking about Spawn, bro. We gonna leave you
alone. I got a question. I got a question right now about it.
What up? What up?
Bring me back up. Hold on. Bring me back up.
Hold on.
Bring me back up. Is your spawn bigger than this?
Yes. The bulk of it is.
This goes with another statue. Oh, that's one piece.
I don't know if the body is, but with the cage and everything.
This is multiple pieces that go with it.
Yeah.
This is the vulture that goes with it. So
damn.
Yeah.
And then the hand that it sits on.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
So is your spawn bigger than this right here?
Yeah, I think you got you.
Yeah.
I think you got your prop.
Hey, your nephew's son. Your name is DJ.
Yes, sir.
See, DJ, this is what your uncle does.
Okay? Yeah, bro.
He just can't verbally diss. He can't verbally diss the size of my statues. He has to start pulling his statues out.
Well, that's a brand new one that just came out the box. So I was pulling these accessory pieces out. I was like, well, goddamn, prop, what'd you do?
You thought about me, son.
That's a damn shame.
I done changed the game, man. Cats open their boxes now and think about me.
But he go like every time he gets like a statue, he's gonna measure that statue up to your piece.
He'll be like, yo, said, show my nephew what we talk about.
Oh my lord, man.
Oh, it's a little fun.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on. Go ahead. I had to bring Syndicate in real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
This is tiny.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, man. Look,
yeah, it's cool. I mean, I can see what he's talking about. Though my hand's probably bigger than like now. I'm like, that's not even this. I'm just being serious.
At 6'5", your toe is probably bigger than this thing.
That scale's about 125.
Damn, bro.
No,
Hey, yo.
I hate on you. Like that piece is hard. I can see what he's talking.
Prop, man, thank you for being. Hey, yo, Prop, check it out. While we was talking, Syndicate was back there bugging. He was bugging before I brought him in, bro. He was sitting up there bugging the entire time.
Yeah. Listen.
Damn, bro. I mean,
I just say it like Clinton. Yo, you put your fist up. I had no relations with that girl. That's the best I can. It ain't got nothing to do with the statue, but that's the best I can do, baby.
That's the best you can do.
We're living.
That's what you got. What's going on, Senator? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. Been out for a bit. I had a family things to take care of. I'm
Word.
back here, man. Thanks for inviting me. I'm excited about the show.
Yes.
I can't wait till we get this rolling, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being there, bro. Definitely
Sir,
appreciate you as always.
Sure.
And last but not least, man, we got the therapist in the building, bro. Wait a minute. Did you get yours, bro?
Oh no!
Oh shit!
That thing is huge, man.
Bro.
Good God.
Damn.
Jeez.
So you just want to show that because you want to show prop?
I was gonna say we were talking about.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Oh, damn.
They're all like, oh,
Is that what's going on?
Oh,
bro.
this is big.
So
That's big. I'm like, oh, really? Really? Motherfuckers, really?
Listen.
Really?
For
Yeah,
more
that was just an
reasons.
accessory. Don't make me pull the whole statue down. Come on now.
Listen,
That's not even a statue no more. That's a pet.
Bro,
My goodness.
listen, gentlemen.
damn.
This is a show. This is a panel full of men, man. It's starting to get inappropriate.
Yo, so hold on. So
It's starting to get inappropriate.
yo, X, man, how big was the box, bro?
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to see the box, do you?
Is that the box right there next to
Don't
you?
hurt
bro?
your back putting that thing down.
Did that one come with the Mandalorian or just that?
Damn.
Oh no, that's the.
Jeez.
So you got the deluxe set just like I did. Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine the poor bastard who tries to hide this from like his significant other, and like the FedEx guy drops it off on the front porch
At the front door.
And he's like Saw Gerrera, and he's like, "No lie is safe. Your
Right?
wife will know the truth."
I can actually imagine that.
Now,
Bro.
Chris, you are an owner of a Jazzling piece.
Yeah.
Compared to one of the Batmobiles, that'd be easy to get rid hide from a wife.
I mean,
That'd be easy to hide from somebody. Now these Batmobiles,
Yeah,
that's
nah,
something.
that is true.
nah.
That was the size of a flipping refrigerator and or small
Right.
child.
That Batmobile he dropped off, bro. The thing is, what was crazy is the dude had the Batmobile and the plaque on the same truck. He dropped the Batmobile off and took the plaque and said, "Nah, nobody was home to answer." I'm like, wait a minute, bro. What sense does that make, man?
I know what happened. He wasn't gonna come back with a big box. That's what happened.
Yeah, laziness.
Yeah.
You drop, and then he comes back and does it the same thing the next day. Does it not? And I'm like, bro, I'm here. I'm working. Like, just all you got to do is knock on it. I was like, you know what, man?
If somebody steal this refrigerator box, they deserve it. That's what he was thinking. If they could take this off his porch,
bro,
they deserve it.
And see, here's the thing, because I was under the impression at the time, I was like, well, I didn't know that the plaque was coming separate. Now, mind you, that was my first Jazz Inc. vehicle, so I had no idea. So that's why I was hitting up Calvin and all that. I was like, yo, was there a second Batmobile? Because I was worried that he sent me a second Batmobile. I was like, well, how am I going to store this and how am I going to explain this? And that's when they were like, no, it's the plaque. I didn't know it was. And I was like, all right, cool. It makes sense. But motherfucker, I had to drive all the way to FedEx to get it because they didn't deliver it. I was like, man, all right, it is what it is. But you dropped the box off and peeled in front door. I was like, come on, man. Let's make that make sense.
They delivered my plaque first, but I didn't know it was the plaque. So I get there thinking, oh my God, my Batmobile's here. And then they get me a box. It's like
you thought he was having a prop moment, bro.
And it took them forever to find it too. They're like, oh, we're not finding it. I'm like, well, it says it's here, And so I'm at the FedEx location. It says it's here. I'm like, it's not a small box.
Yeah.
And then they hand me a box that's like this big. I'm like, oh, it is a small box. Okay. Oh shit. Meanwhile, the Batmobile itself, they just drop on my front porch. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
they just dropped
cool.
this, bro.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, FedEx, y'all explain it next time. Please explain it and make
My
it
shipper
sense.
box for this was destroyed.
For real.
Absolutely destroyed.
yeah,
So
yeah,
the first
mine-
thing I
mine
did when
was
I got
pretty
this
damaged.
home,
Open it
I
up
opened
just
it
to see.
to think, I'm like, okay, is it good? Is it good? Because there was water damage on it, and like half the
Ooh.
box was missing, half the shipper box was missing. So I don't know what happened, but it arrived in one piece. Everything looks good so far. So I don't know. I'm just
Well,
glad.
see,
And
rumor is they had it sitting at the dock for a while. That they had a lot of those sitting at the dock for a while. They was waiting for those tariff fees, bro. To estimate those tariff fees. They had them for a minute, from what I'm hearing. So, and now they're dispersing because I just got the notification last week from Underground that it should arrive in how they tell you, right? It should arrive in like 7 to 10 business days or something like that. So that's when it should. So we just gotta kind of wait and see. So yeah, it's crazy, bro. And especially for something I paid for in full 3 months ago. It's crazy. Insane.
yeah, we live in a wild
I
time.
see some crazy shipping prices coming up. I don't know if they're real or not, but some people have posted some shipping
Like today,
prices
right?
that are-
Like last 2
yeah, I
days.
saw a couple.
Yeah.
It's pretty high, man. I was like,
Yeah, see, nah.
some of them you playing double, almost triple for the figure at that point. I'm like,
Yeah, nah.
No,
I hope that's not
you
right.
You can hold on to it. You can delay the shipment. Hold on to it. Because if you hit me with a price like that and it's too high, I'm like, you can keep it.
Trimble does say someone peed on it. Oh, hells no. Water damage. Oh, man, El Walker, I got mine last Friday. Don't have a case for it yet. Yeah, that some bitch is big. What's going on, Rusty, in the building? Thank you for being here. Might as well just say what up in the chat while we got him here. We got Trimble Dust. El Walker, Del A is in the
No one
building.
peed on it.
Let's just clarify that.
No one peed on it.
Nobody
And
peed
if they
on
did pee on it, I don't want to know.
Yeah, we got Ash Chase in the building. Who else have we got here? We got Striker 47's in here. Thank you for being here. He said Evening Collectors finally pre-ordered the Range Trooper, but I don't think we're going to get every figure from the Thunderbolts and that group Red Guardian and the Ghost I could see being put on pause.
Not Red
I
Guardian.
actually no,
Not
I
Red
think that we're going to get the Red Guardian. We're going to get Yelena. We're going to definitely get Bucky. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be iffy to see. And we're going to get the Red Guardian. We're definitely going to get that. But I think, as far as Ghost and Taskmaster, who only lasted 30 seconds, I don't know. We got to see.
Hey, that was a fly.
But the Red Guardian, did he change his costume in the movie? I couldn't tell if he changed it from
I
the.
think it was.
It's different from the one he had.
It's different.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
getting
it's
a
definitely
figure.
different from the
Okay.
one he had. From,
Yeah, he's getting a figure for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get a figure, man. Who else? We got 12 Inch Moose Dream in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Thank you for being here. As always, my guy. It's always still good to have you. Let me see who else we got in here. We got Iron Star Killer in the building. Thank you for being here. X has a new pet. Who else we got? Keep Olivia's in here. Loco's in here. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we definitely appreciate you, bro. Iron Star Killer. We got Docinator, the Booty King, in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate it. He said, y'all measuring pieces up in here? Nah, bro. We got Timothy Dixon in here. Thank you for being here, man. He's a prop way to show that shirt off, bro.
Man, that's a dope avatar.
Baby. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, definitely, man. That is a funny
Is
ass
it?
avatar, bro. He got Gary Coleman his blade.
Oh,
That's
word.
dope.
That is funny,
And with
bro.
the haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
with the
haircut
tattoo.
too, bro. It's crazy. We got Mark Lee in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always. Who else we got in here with us? We got Preston Hawkins. Oh, Skywalker's in here. Jay Hunter's in here with us. Ash Chase. Everybody else. I think we got Blitz 0065. I'm a grown ass man. What up? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Blitz. So glad to have you here, bro. As always. Who else we got in here? Wills 305 is in here, man. As always. Who else we got? Chicken McFly's in the building. Indy looks phenomenal, but not the one I want. That's what I've been hearing a lot, bro. We're going to talk about that in just a few moments, man. Who else we got? AJ Agruce is in here. Thank you for being here, bro. As always, we appreciate you. So I think we covered everybody in here. We got Roach with a jacket in here. Thank you for being here. Johnny Saunders is in here. Yo Mo is in the building. We got Randall in the building. What's going on? You already know, man. Thank you for being here as always. Gnarly Chaplin's in here. Thank you for being here, bro. As always, man. We appreciate you. So yeah, before we actually dip in, do want to say what's up to the places where we get these figures from. As always, man. Well, at least I do. You know, I'm going to say that like some of you might there actually get these figures as well. But again, they do as well, man. So it's always good to show them love, as I do each and every week, every time I get a chance to do so. Starting off with my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. We talking about Underground Ray. Again, no NRD shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you are always up to date as to when your figure is going to arrive or a new figure is being released. Also create yourself an account because you never know. You might get free shipping or a discount on the figure choice. You know, definitely hit him up. He'll take care of you. Got to give a shout out to our guy, Hawk Wars Ray, Cool Water Ray, that is. Again, if you're looking for the latest and greatest, all those Grail pieces, I also like to go ahead and, you know, refresh a bit because you never know what he got. All those Grail pieces that you might be looking for, he got it for you. So you get the figure, comic book stickers, the box to smell like fresh cool water, Jakar, whatever it might be. He'll definitely make sure you're taking care of, man. Hit him up. Proud sponsor of the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. So definitely thank you, bro, for always coming through when we need you. Also, we want to give a shout out to our guy, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles, my man, Jacob over there, man. Again, not only do you just get the figures, but you also get physical media, man. That's what it's all about, comics, man. And today's, you know, New Comic Wednesday. If you're looking for some incredible books, man, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as always. Last but definitely not least, actually, no, because we still got some more to come. Got to give a super duper shout out to our guy, Brian Wong, over there at Module Case Module Space for always taking care of us and making sure that we have everything that we need to proceed. And also, I started, you know what, I was like, you know what, I'm going to definitely promote her because she's definitely worth promoting. El Deluvio. We are talking about Tina Cruz, man. Definitely head on over there. Hit her up on Instagram. If you're looking to get your figure, you know, the hair rooted on your figure, she will definitely make sure you're taken care of. I want to get her to the point where this is all she does for a living because she's that incredible. As you can see up here, this one right here was the Wanda that I got done from her, and she definitely killed it. And on top of that, it was a repaint on the head sculpt, and it was incredible. So definitely got to give her a shout out as always. And this is the Black Widow that she did for me. She added the red hair for me. So I definitely wanted to do that. Do want to give her a shout out because she'll always make sure that you have everything that you need. So hit her up when you can. Yeah, I want to talk about this real quick, man. While we're gonna jump into this. Actually, I want to jump into this first because this came out last week. We didn't really get a chance to talk too much about it, but this is that Snape from look at that, bro. This is Snape. This is Inart's Snape, bro. This is basically what they, previewed last week, and it looks incredible. These are all the accessories you get with this piece, man. Definitely, I had a chance to collect the Harry Potter line, but I didn't get a chance. There's just way too much coming out. But this Snape, this is probably one of the dopest head sculpts I've ever seen. Like literally incredible. I've literally, when it comes to Inart and what they do, man. I mean, they look at that. Look at the likeness on that, bro. It's yeah, man. It is definitely incredible. What you think about this Syndicate?
That looks nice, bro. That looks nice. My buddy that got the Harry Potter one, he said he was gonna stick with that one figure. I think he's gonna get that one. So yeah, man. If you're a fan, you gotta get this, man. This beautiful. It's gorgeous, man.
It definitely looks incredible, bro. And definitely incredible piece, man. Kyle, what you think about this, bro?
Now, is this a figure or is this a statue? This is
it's a figure.
Figure.
Yeah, it is a figure.
So I will say one thing because I haven't finished all the movies yet. Lucky P Rock because he spoiled that my man died before I could. Sure you tell me that on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I know that fact. But the figure looks great.
Yeah.
This will always be Hans Gruber to me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the best Christmas movie ever made.
Yeah.
My sheriff, sheriff from Nottingham. No,
yippee-ki-yay. But no, the figure looks dope. We already know what Inart's going to do. It's funny. I'm not going to say who did it because he's actually got a review coming out for it. But I had one of my guys call me about his Anakin that he received. Mm-hmm. He was not happy with it.
He wasn't?
He wasn't happy with it. He wasn't happy with the unboxing experience. He wasn't happy with the body, the accessories that it came with, and he was like, "And this is artisan." So we already know that Inart comes with it when it comes not only with the unboxing experience, but when it comes to their figures with the bodies and the sculpts. So I look forward to seeing this come in. I'm not getting it because I didn't go down the Harry Potter line. Like I said, we're trying to get through the movies. But I will say Hollywood and Orlando did right by the rides. The rides are dope.
Bro, I heard, and this is that Universal, right?
Yes. At both
I have
Orlando. Fire. Both rides.
Yeah.
The rides are what got me interested. Like, you know what? Maybe I should go back and finish these movies.
Just from the rides itself.
Right.
Damn, yeah, I was at Universal last week, man. So yeah.
Word. Man, it again, like I'm right there with you though, Calvin. I don't have, Harry, Ron, or Hermione or any of those figures yet. You know what I mean? So to start here and then have to backtrack, I mean, shit is expensive, so it's kind of too late. Even though I love Harry Potter, I love the films. Yeah, I just like Lord of the Rings, man. Like I can love it. I can love the cinematic experience, but I don't. Yeah, I live vicariously through everybody else who will collect it. So, Inart, they're pretty reasonable around certain prices, but you can't have it all, man. And I'm just in one of those spaces. Prop, what you think about this piece, bro?
Dog, I think spot on, bro. This is the best head sculpt I've ever seen, bro. This is the second time I've seen these pictures, and it's surreal how real it looking at, dog.
Phenomenal.
Jeez, bro. But same thing you guys are saying, man. I haven't. It'll feel weird to cop this now. It's strong enough. I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But bro.
It's definitely a beast of a figure, man.
Was the Harry Potter was Inart as well?
Yeah. Yep. Ron. Yeah. Harry Potter, Ron, Hermione. Yeah. Definitely. All of them.
So I missed the whole line, bro. My daughter is really into. I'm looking up here, man. She's waiting. She tried out for volleyball.
Word.
So she's waiting to get the announcement. But dude, she was really, 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 really big. She had a big moment. So I got a chance to really, really enjoy the movies watching it with her.
Yeah.
But geez, man. This is where y'all supposed to come in and be like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it, Wiz.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I'm talking, y'all don't hear it. I'm talking myself into it.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Because this is basically the reason why I'm not gonna do that, bro, because this is definitely gonna be a redemption for that spawn. So that's why I'm letting you have it, bro. I'm letting you have it, bro. I'm not, I mean? I'm not gonna talk you out of shit at this point.
It's gotta be something else. It's gotta be something else.
We ain't gonna let you live that down until you get something that you need the redemption story, bro. You definitely do.
We working on it.
You working on it. Word. Yo, X, man, what you think about this, bro?
Ooh, I mean, this particular character had one of the best story arcs in pop culture, I would say, because you hated him so much until you realized what he had done, just how much he had, sacrificed, and how much he had, really how much work he had put into, how much he had suffered, really, because he had to play the role of the villain when in reality he was the hero.
Yeah.
And Alan Rickman, of course, killed it with this role. He did an amazing job with this role, and I could think of no better way to honor his, performance than, for Harry Potter fans who have this. It literally looks like it just stepped right off the screen. Everything from the proportions to the tailoring, and the amount of accessories you get is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I could see people who like Harry Potter and who haven't collected, who don't have Harry or Hermione or anyone like that, and they see this and they would just get this. And this could be there because this character is that important to the story.
The actor too, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they have they've killed it with this figure. They've really just everything about it looks. I mean, I'm tempted to get this. I have no look at that.
Look at that head sculpt, bro.
Look at that.
Like that is phenomenal.
So if you're a Harry Potter fan and you got the scratch, I mean, this is as close to the films as you're possibly ever going to get.
Yeah, it is. And we know, especially with an Inart piece, bro, like they don't, when it comes to prototype to production, it's almost a mirror image. Like it's they don't fall too far from it, even under production. So they kill it. You know what I mean? And that Paul Atreides, it's still up there, bro. So I'm like, yeah, it's Inart. They do definitely an amazing job. So definitely got to give them a shout out.
Yeah, but they won't release it for another 3 years, though, right?
Probably not.
I know I shouldn't have said that.
No, probably not, bro. It definitely probably not, man.
Hey, if it means I don't have to pay a tariff fee,
that's what I was about to say. The time is just right.
I will wait. Take all the time you want.
Yeah, see, Ghetto Yoda, sounds like we're all in the same boat. Just don't want to start the line here. They did mention they wanted to do figures for the trio when they're a little older. Yeah, that would be a dope place to start at that point. If they did the trio as once they get older, then that would definitely be a dope space to be in. So yeah, shout out to Inart, man. So they keep killing it. They'll definitely continue to kill it. Another head sculpt, man. Like I said, this one. When it came out, I was like, it's dope. But again, I'm hearing a lot of people saying, it's just the wrong indie for them. But look at his head. That's Harrison Ford, bro.
Come on, man.
That is Harrison Ford, bro. All the way down to like the chin, the scar on the chin. The S, that's Harrison Ford. Like they killed. But Calvin, we know they do this all the time, man. When it comes to like older gentlemen, they always kill it. You know what I mean? Like,
what's funny what you're saying that I showed my nephew this last night, and I was like, look, he was like, oh, he's like, damn, you see all the wrinkles in the face. I was like, I don't know what it is about the texture of older men that allows them to create these sculpts but they can just capture all the different, rivets and waves in their face with all those lines. They killed it. I for whatever, you know what? I really wanted to order this, and I always kept going back and forth to do it. But I never did it for the simple reason it's old man indie. I got
and see, that's what everybody's saying, bro. Yeah. It's the older version. Like people want like the Raiders or the Last Crusade or like
that's my one. So
yeah, like everybody wants those. You know what I mean? But this one, they're like, well, it's just the older version of indie. So no one's really warmed up to it. Which again, I was thinking that because in the movie, especially in this movie, in A Dial of Destiny, like we got, both the young version and the older version.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so I was thinking that they might give us like 2 head sculpts or something like that, or but they didn't. You know what I mean? So I mean, I get it though. It's an incredible piece, but I also see where people might be like, I just wish they would have, what you think about this though, Prop?
Bro, I think it's dope, man. I'm one of the few people, man. I think people are gonna hate on me. I think the movie I love the movie. So I went to the movies twice to see it in the theater.
Too, bro.
I watch it all the time at home. I get it a little bit. It's not my favorite if I had to rank them, but I feel like we do this thing. They did it with movies where this one isn't as good as the first one, but the first one is phenomenal, yo. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make this one a bad movie. I enjoyed it for what it is, and this figure represents what the movie represented for me, which is a goodbye to Harrison Ford. Because you got to remember, John Williams also announced his retirement. I know he's back now, but he had announced the retirement at that time as well. So a whole part of my childhood was leaving with this movie. We're probably not going to see Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. We're not going to hear John Williams play that music for Indiana Jones movie. Spielberg was already out with this. My only complaint about this movie, I do wish Spielberg had. Oh boy, did a good job, but I do wish Spielberg was part of it, man. So that's how I look at this figure. Just to have this, I want Raiders just like everybody else. So not negating what everybody else is saying, but this is a figure I would still have just to represent that last little bit, man. And Harrison Ford, older, he doesn't move like he used to. They built that into the story. But that voice and that personality
was still there.
Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford, bro.
Yeah, it was definitely still there, bro. Yeah, it was still there, and they made it believable for what he could do.
They made it believable.
They definitely made it believable. And I enjoyed the film. If it's Indiana Jones, bro. Here's the thing, people. I say this, motherfuckers clown me on it, but there were certain aspects of Kingdom and the Crystal Skull that I love, bro. It's just, it was just, it's Harrison Ford as Indy, bro. It's the feel, it's the adventure that I'm always up for. But I can get it, to each their own. I mean, that for me, there'll never be anything in as far as a cinematic experience. There'll never be anything like the feeling that I felt seeing Raiders for the first time in the theaters. You know what I mean? So that's my Indiana Jones. Raiders was, because it was the first time we seen him portray this character on screen, and he killed it. So I'm definitely right there. Syndicate, what's your thoughts on this piece, bro?
Oh, I think I'm kind of like with the majority, man. It's just old Indy, man. I do have the younger one, but unfortunately, it's a third party, and I've been waiting for like Hot Toys.
I got that one. I got that one.
But I've been waiting to get rid of it. But I need one from Hot Toys, but it just doing older Indy. I have one question: is that jacket leather?
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
The jacket's leather and the shoes are leather.
Oh, okay, good. All right, okay, good. All right, no complaints then about that. If that's
all right. No complaints, man. Yeah. Dan, I'm right there with you, bro. Kingdom. He said Crystal Skull wasn't as bad as people think. People always compare the first trilogy, never the same. I love all the movies. Me too, bro. I love them all. It's the experience. It's just experiencing it in the theaters, and just the music. You hear John Williams score, and I'm just right there. It just takes me back. X, what you think about this piece, bro?
I think the piece itself, in terms of the accessories, in terms of the tailoring, the fact that they actually gave you leather goods, both the jacket and I love it. It's a guy in a leather jacket running around the jungle. It's perfect, and a hat, leather shoes, and the base. All of that combined with a head sculpt, which looks like, there was very little, softening with it. Again, they do old people with wrinkles and all that real well. I did not love this film. And I did not love Crystal Skull. But that being said, I loved certain parts of this film, and I loved certain parts of Crystal Skull. I'm more of the camp of, after the first three films, there didn't need to be any more. They're like, just let it be and give us something new. So seeing Indiana Jones like this, I mean, in your head canon, you could actually come up with a really cool display if they give us a younger Indiana Jones, because you could have young standing right next to old, and the totality of his life, the journey. That's the big adventure that Indiana Jones went on. The journey, life, getting old. But instead, it's watching, one of your most iconic, I guess, heroes. You're watching him get old on screen, and I don't know if this is how I'd want to represent Indiana Jones, remember Indiana Jones in my collection personally, just because it's just not Indy at the top of his game. It is Indy at a different part of his life. Yeah. And, for that particular aspect of it, it's fantastic. It's just, it feels like it's running on fumes. And I would much rather Indiana Jones do kind of what Star Wars is doing, where, give us the Andor-like treatment with Indiana Jones. Give us a different side of the Indiana Jones universe. I love Harrison Ford. I think he did, fantastic. He does fantastic in every film he's in. He always brings his A game in everything he's in. This personally for me would not be the representation. I would want something from, the first three films. Ideally, I would get a 2-pack from Last Crusade. That would be my ideal situation to get.
Him
Sean
and
Connery. Sean Connery and
I'm with that.
Harrison Ford.
I like that.
I would be all over that.
Yeah,
it's bro. The Last Crusade is when you think about it, like when you think about like the trilogy in itself, people always talk about Raiders, Last Crusade, and Temple of Doom. Like they always talk about those three, and I agree. Like they could have just ended it with Crusade. They could have just stopped it right there and said, you know what, we're not going to do anymore. It's a perfect ending to the actual story. You know what I mean? But they kept going. You know what I mean? They definitely kept going. It had potential. Like, listen, there was potential in it all. But listen, I love them all. I love them all because I just the pure nostalgia of it. But I get it. Some people, for me, let me ask, and anybody can chime in on this. Do you think that somewhere down the line they might dip back and give us a young indie from either one of the 3 films? You think it's a possibility that they might actually go back and do that?
I'm hoping they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will they do what? Ask the question again.
Um,
Yeah.
So yeah, like would they, because I would definitely want to see him go back and
right.
and give us, you know what I mean, like a young indie, man. I would definitely want that, especially
That
from
would
Raiders.
that'd be leaving money on the table, like big money
Yeah.
on the
They
table.
can't.
If
They
you
can't.
got-
I feel like Solo proved they can't replace Harrison Ford, bro.
No, they can't.
They can't do, because I think, and again, it's probably unpopular. I thought Solo. I know they're gonna hate me. I thought Solo was good.
I love
No,
Solo.
I thought it was good. What you talking about, bro? I love
Solo
Solo.
It's a
I
really
just know
good. It's a really good film.
It's
Yeah,
a good
really
movie.
film.
It's a
It did
good
flop.
ass movie, bro.
It did flop, but I will say, replacing Harrison Ford is just difficult in defense of even the haters. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's a hard pill to swallow, and Indiana Jones is even more so. It's just
Yeah,
you
nah,
can't
it
like
would-
even when you would say world building and doing another movie.
nah.
Can't do
It's
it.
blasphemy if they did something
Can't
like,
do
oh,
it.
this is dope. This looks dope.
Oh, you impressed, huh?
Ooh.
Stick your head in there. This is my
This
daughter,
looks dope.
man.
Let me
Hey,
see.
she just made that. What team did you make?
I don't know. I'm about to look.
Oh, let me
yeah,
see. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did she
Never
make
mind.
the team?
Yeah, she just they ain't got the announcement yet. I thought they made the announcement. All right,
Oh.
See, spoilers, bro.
but you can still say, hey,
Uh-huh.
How you doing, baby girl?
she's ready for sleep, man. So she got
How you doing?
she got the black girl.
Oh, she's adorable, bro. She is adorable, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, y'all can't hear her. She said you're adorable.
Oh, thank
Oh, she got the coach.
You're
on the line.
welcome. Bro, she got that same prop smile and everything, bro. She do. Like she look just like, bro, she almost got the bonnet tilted down to her nose so she can't see. Word, bro. Straight up, man. Nah, she's
Look,
amazing, man.
I'll be having my Master Wiz hat.
Yeah, bro.
What'd you make?
Did she make it?
The 18.
You got the 18. So she's on this. She made the best team.
Oh my God.
Which is the 18.
Congratulations! My
Word.
goodness.
Yeah, congratulations.
Word. Congrats.
You about to
Wow.
start crying? You already crying?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Dude,
Congratulations,
she's
bro.
good.
Heck
And the
yeah.
geek, man. I don't know if y'all caught. I just posted a video of her playing the Mandalorian theme for a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Word.
All right, my bad. Indiana Jones. Don't do this without Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
Blasphemy.
nah, they can't do it. They can't. I don't think going forward, bro. These pictures look dope as shit, though.
Bro, the pictures look good.
There's some movies that you can't remake though, man, and I think that's one of them. You can't
Yeah,
replace.
No,
the
you
actors,
can't
one of
remake
them.
it, bro. This
Didn't you
picture
guys
right
hear?
here-
I think it was a producer for Back to the Future. He came out and said,
Oh, he said they're done. They're
they're
done.
done. You're not doing
And
it.
They're
that-
done. They're never
Again,
doing
I'm
another Back.
perfectly fine with that. Don't
That
make
was-
any
and that
more
was-
Back to the Futures. They're
Yup.
fine the way they are.
He
that
said
was
they're
click-
done.
That is true. No, he's right though. He's right.
That was
I don't
clickbait,
think
bro.
he needs a remake.
That's
He
clickbait.
he
They've
said
been
that
saying that
any-
for years.
Yeah.
Like I
he
saw
said-
that article today. He's been saying that for years.
Yeah.
Not happening.
But he's been saying it, but he came out and doubled down on it and was like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
it's not happening. If y'all waiting for it, it's not happening. There's that story was already told. We told, really good stories. We want to leave it there. It will be tainted for us to go back.
Yeah.
And he said, even, it's going against, Michael J. Fox, everybody who basically played their roles the best that they could. He's like, no, we're not doing it. It was done. It was, and I'm with that, bro. Don't touch it. Don't go back and do shit else.
Right.
Leave it alone, bro. Leave
But
it
this
alone,
is
let it
because
lay.
the rights. Let's say the guy has the rights now, but if he passes away, his kids have it. They might say, you know what? Let's make this money and let's do it. So
Mhm.
that's a possibility that I'm hearing people are saying is
Is
that
he the
yeah,
only
if he
one that holds
passes, then-
I thought Zemeckis holds some of the rights too.
is him. I think Spielberg has to give the go. I think that's what it is. And he said
We got a
Spielberg
lot of pieces,
stuck his gun. Yeah, Spielberg stuck his gun and said no, he's not doing it.
Bro,
So
this-
until Spielberg changes his mind, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
bro, these pictures look dope, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
looking
they
at
do.
them all. They look super dope.
Yeah.
Like they really do. And I get it, man. That's young Indy. Now the only thing is, I don't see any of these pictures with him. I don't think you can take that hat off, or
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
I don't think you can. I don't think you can because none of the pictures have that hat off at all. Unless somebody comes out and said that they have it and you can, I don't think you can because I haven't seen not one photo with that hat off, man, for real.
Right.
So it's a good looking jacket though.
Man, hell yeah.
You know how I like a good jacket, and that's a good looking jacket.
Yeah.
Love that.
Hell yeah. That shit is crazy, bro.
Nice on that. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think Bloomer told me that Calvin actually bought this jacket. He bought it from the actual auction, bro. He paid like, isn't that true, Calvin?
sorry to disappoint, but nah.
He said nah, man. Nah, this is dope, bro. It definitely is dope, and it deserves. Whoever's going to get it, you're going to have a fantastic piece. If you want it. So I will definitely say that. And yeah, you should be proud, man. Again, I can understand. For a lot of people, if there's certain ones that they want, and I think that they would have a better response if they would have gave us a younger head sculpt. If they would have gave us two,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or gave us another figure, man. I wouldn't have mind having. No, it's the same outfit. I guess you could have got away.
No, it's the same outfit. Just change the head sculpt. Yeah. Maybe the shirt. You can change the shirt. Maybe I think
the body proportions would have to be changed. Because he was a little bulkier when he was younger. Yeah, now he's a little frailer.
True.
Yeah.
But he did a lot of the body work in the movie. There was a couple of that scene when he walked away at the end when he jumped in the water. Mm-hmm. He had that little bow-legged Harrison Ford walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He laughed, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being bow-legged.
There is nothing wrong with being
bow-legged.
Bro, next up we got so they're giving us a little tease. So they gave us the tease of the Thunderbolts. So again, if you've seen the movie, excellent movie. I think they definitely killed it. Incredible. I enjoyed it. But when I saw this photo, I was like, spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say nothing, but really,
everybody
Taskmaster, bro?
Everybody thinks it, man.
Like Taskmaster.
Shouldn't they say New Avengers instead of Thunderbolts now?
What'd you say?
Shouldn't they say New Avengers instead of Thunderbolts?
Oh, nah. They
spoilers.
Oh, right.
Spoilers.
Right.
Hashtag
spoilers. But
we got Unc knocking.
We got Unc in the back. Okay, good. Thank you, bro. Because I couldn't see it. Let me bring Unc in, bro. We got Unc. Unc, you there, bro?
Hey.
I can't see you, Unc.
You see
that? Yo, did you see that?
Entrance.
That was hey, yo, Unc. Yo, you just walked.
That was like Thanos coming into the
yo, that walk, you can't. Shit was so dope.
Come on, yo.
Yo, come on, Unc. Don't do him like that, bro. They ain't ready for that, bro. Don't do it like that, bro. Hey, everybody, we got Uncle Keith in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, man, trying to get here, and so we can talk about some of this stuff. The stuff we ain't gonna get.
Can you talk about them Cleveland Cavs real quick?
$80 tariff on it, yeah.
What would you say? What'd you say, Calvin?
I said, can we talk about them Cleveland Cavs real quick?
Ain't nothing to talk about, Calvin.
You shoot this out of my Lakers. I'm like, your boys ain't looking too hot right now.
Calvin, I gotta take a shot when I get a chance to take a shot because I was born and raised in Cleveland. I know what to expect. I know
you got to turn that gun in.
I know the downfall. I know it all. So, listen, I gotta take it when I can take it, Calvin.
Look, y'all were up 119-112 a minute to go. I said, that'd be fucked up if they come back. I get busy last night. I come back to check the final score. I said, you got to be shitting me.
Damn, bro.
Calvin, this is the curse of Cleveland sports team. This is what happens to us. This is what happens to us.
Jeffrey called you Unc Deanie.
Go
he said Unc Deanie, bro. He said Unc Deanie. What's up, bro? But nah, thank you for being here, bro. As always,
man. You know
appreciate it. So, why got you here, man? Let's talk about this real quick. So we got they teased the Thunderbolts.
Yep.
And as you can see in this picture, now mind you, we don't see John Walker, we don't see Bob, Bob. We don't basically see that, as a Sentry.
We don't see none of
But
that.
we see Yelena, Red Guardian, Bucky, Ghost, and Taskmaster, bro. Like, what? Now, here's the thing. We should know this by now, because didn't we see this before? We saw something like this before with the Resistance from Deadpool. And the only two figures that we actually got announced from that line, you know what I mean, from the Resistance team was X-23 and Blade. They still haven't given us Gambit. They still haven't given us what's her name? I keep fucking Electra. So they still haven't given us Electra yet either. You know what I mean? So Uncle Keith, what you think, man? You think who if you look at this entire team, you look at this roster right here.
See, why would you give us Taskmaster and they were in the movie 5 seconds? What? I'm sorry if that was a spoiler for some people, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
I want
Greedo
Bob.
was in the movie 5 seconds.
I want Bob / Sentry.
Yeah.
I don't want
Pretty great.
Taskmaster. Okay, but I want Bob.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm surprised Sentry's not in there,
What's that?
Maybe they, I don't know. Maybe they
huh? I'm surprised
planned it.
Sentry's not there.
Yeah.
Does it make
Very
sense?
surprised, actually.
Does it make sense?
I could see them doing Sentry later though. Or
But you
advertising
know,
later.
Yelena and Bucky was gonna be in the group. You knew that was happening.
Mm.
If anything was happening, so the
Yeah.
Red Guardian made it, and Ghost made it. Now, why Taskmaster's in it, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? With that said,
Hey,
though,
That was a fly costume that Taskmaster had on. Though,
She
in my
did.
opinion.
It
I
was
thought it was an
dope.
upgrade. Yeah,
It
it was an
was.
upgrade.
It was, and she had the old school shield and everything, which was cool and everything.
Right.
But listen, but she didn't have the bow and arrow. Did she? She had the bow and arrow. She had the sword, but not the bow and arrow. So
didn't she have hold up? Nah, she didn't use
she
the
didn't have the bow and arrow. She had the sword, but
Nah,
not
she
the
used
bow
the
and
sword.
arrow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She
Yeah.
didn't have it.
So,
But I mean, I'll tell you this much: people hate on them they want to. I'll get it if they release it.
yeah,
Because it's a one-off. You'll never see that shit again.
no.
So I would definitely get it if they release it, but I'm not sure that they're going to release it. I'm pretty sure that we're definitely going to get a Yelena, Red Guardian, and Bucky. Ghost, I'm not sure about. Yeah, and Taskmaster, I'm definitely not sure about. I mean, Ghost would have a better chance, more of a chance than Taskmaster, in my opinion.
Yeah.
X, what you think about this, bro?
I mean, Taskmaster, barely in the film. However, you could say the same thing about, Greedo. Greedo was barely in A New Hope, and yet people want a Greedo on their shelf.
This is true.
The character itself,
Not
works.
at that
hold,
time.
hold on.
Yo, I want to say this.
Hold on.
What?
Go for it, Prop. Go. Make
I was going to say, at that time,
Mhm.
I don't think that would have been the case.
What do you mean?
When the movie was fresh, I don't think people would have bought Greedo at that time. I think
They had
people-
Greedo
They did.
Yeah, he was one of the originals.
figures.
Yeah,
and
Greedo did. They did.
They had the Greedo figures.
I'm talking
and
about-
They
But
did.
Listen, are we gonna say Guido's appearance in Star Wars was less significant than what Taskmaster just had?
No, I'm saying that Greedo was in the film for a short amount of time and they made figures. Taskmaster was in the film for a short amount of time and they're going to make figures for Taskmaster because it's still going to look good on a shelf. You could still look at it on a shelf and go, that's Taskmaster. Now, someone may come in and go, yeah, but they were only in the film for X amount of years.
They will.
However,
They will.
in your whole display, you usually don't go through and go, well, that person went out like a punk ass bitch. So, that person, why do you have this person in your collection? It's still Taskmaster. Regardless of how long they were in the film, it's still,
True, because
Taskmaster.
Boba
Whether
Fett went out like a
that's-
biotch in Return of the Jedi.
If you want to
He
get
went
down
out like a bitch.
He did. And then he even screamed when he got back.
The classic scream.
It was like, oh,
The classic scream.
People still like Boba Fett. I'm like, did you see he got hit by a blind guy and fell into a hole?
Yeah, bro. He went out like a biatch, and still people want
So
Boba
I
Fett
do
figures.
think, you know,
We got 4
I-
or 5
I
of them
hope they make-
motherfuckers, bro.
I know.
Because
So that's an argument to be made.
Are they actually going to finish? Are they going to finish the line? You know, but yeah, that's my argument. I'm like, look, they were barely in the film. Like, that's 99% of Star Wars characters that they released. They were barely in the film. Look at all the sideshow stuff that they're releasing. You know, the scum and villainy, barely in the film. Background characters, and yet, do you want to flesh out your universe? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now, whether they give us this whole team, because historically, have they been good at giving us teams? And as you've mentioned before, where's Gambit? Where's Elektra? Do we need to go back to Guardians, Part 3 and see what figures they did and did not release? Does it instill confidence in collectors to begin collecting this line with perhaps the idea that they're not going to deliver? And also, there are 2 characters that are missing that are glaring omissions that were important to the film. And for whatever reason, and maybe they'll come later. I hope they come later, because they were both, I think both actors did great in the film. Walker and of course Bob or Sentry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Sentry is coming. Like, I mean, I feel like that's no question. There ain't no way in the world, bro. That was the most incredible scene. That was an incredible superhero scene, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
there's any reason.
If they don't release that, yo, I'm out, bro. I quit.
Yeah.
Really? All right, we heard it here. We heard
No. I went too far, man.
Yeah, you did go a little bit too far.
From the record, baby.
We'll erase that. We'll definitely take that off the records. Calvin, what you think, man? After seeing the movie, bro, do you think that we got a chance of seeing Taskmaster, bro, or you think they just gonna scrub that whole thing and we'll just get the top 3?
So this is what I'm gonna say. I saw the movie twice, both Dolby and IMAX. Y'all, I don't know how many discussions we've had about the very first figure of Taskmaster, and as many different discounts as it was available for it, and as long as it was around, I never pulled the trigger because I was like, for whatever reason, I just don't like the helmet and the mask of the figure. I like the character in the movie until we got the reveal.
Yeah.
But as for a figure, I just never felt it was just never did it for me, right?
Yeah.
Then we get 30 seconds of the damn character, and I'm like, yo, that is dope. But
It was fly. The costume, right?
and I'm like,
Well,
never mind.
it's closer to the original mask than the one in the Black Widow movie was.
Even with the hood. Yep.
Yeah.
The moment I'm like, because we all know we watch these movies and we see figures, and I told my nephew when I took him to see it, I said, you need to understand the way I see movies now, because I see this, and 3 days later, boom, we get the tease about it. So but I was like, I'm watching the screen, and I'm like, yo, I would pick that up. Bam, she gone. I'm like, oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, bro. Like, they cleaned the clock. I mean, even though we knew from watching the trailers, I mean, she wasn't around. Like, in 90% of the trailers, you know what I mean?
I'm about to say they had placed her in some scenes too. That she wasn't there.
Yeah, they did.
Like when they were in the building, yeah, she was standing there.
Bro, here's the thing. You know what the fucked up part about it was? I don't know if y'all seen this the other day. I'm pretty sure you did. When they had the entire cast that were standing in front of this board that they removed. Remember? And the girl who played Taskmaster was there. She was there.
She was off to the side, though.
Off to the side, bro. I was like,
she was the only one. She smiled, but she was the only one not cheering. The rest of them were wilding out.
Bro,
we made the cut to the next movie,
bro.
Yeah,
like none of them. It's like none of them looked at her. Was like, oh, my bad, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. They was cheering and everything, and they they put the camera on her for a split second and then put it back on there. I was like, yo, that's
bro. And I saw an interview today with the director. It was never a question of whether they were going to kill her off or not. It was just a question of whether it was going to happen at the beginning of the movie or towards the end.
So they knew they was going to kill her.
So she was going.
What I read they had some alternate scenes of Taskmaster trying to kill Walker through the whole movie. That was the running joke. She was trying to kill him through the whole movie. She showed up, tried to kill him, in different ways.
Right,
And I
right.
guess they didn't feel that was relative to. The story make the story better, so they cut
She
him
didn't
out.
get
cut
the
her out.
memo. Well, he said he thought if she died later in the movie, then there was going to be a tension on that, right? Like one of these main characters. So it was better to get rid of it. All this stuff we feeling, it was better to get rid of it at the beginning so we can focus on the story. So it made a little bit of sense, man. But I did feel sorry for the actress when I heard that. You know what I mean? Because when she read the script, she probably read the script that you got.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that she died, though, because it makes you think that any one of them could die. It's like a Game of Thrones type situation where it's like, don't get too attached to these people because they may actually die and not come back.
They can go and not come back. Ghetto Yoda said, hopefully it means we get the real Taskmaster from Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Night. There you go.
They might open up that door. I mean, because again, like I said, Masters is definitely, an important character and, just in Marvel in general.
Because if Taskmaster wouldn't have went out like that. Not like that. They wouldn't.
Beast, bro.
No way.
He's the Taskmaster that we know trained with Cap and then trained a lot of these motherfuckers, bro. So again, you know what I mean? Muscle memory, and that's just basically his ability by sight. It wasn't none of that digital. I gotta watch you through like a digital scope to basically no. He fights you one time and that's it. He knows your style. He knows everything, bro. So
like I'm speaking on that. Taskmaster's whole thing is to be able to react to your style. Taskmaster was fighting U.S. agent for long enough to not just get shot. Like that was
exactly that.
I agree.
Yeah. If anything, that they should have jumped Taskmaster and took her out like that. And second of all, Taskmaster should have been a dude. Like Taskmaster looked like I don't have nothing against women, but Taskmaster looked manly throughout the whole first movie.
The Black Widow, right?
I thought it was a woman. Like
yeah. It's what they did with that. It didn't make sense.
I think you know what I think that's what made the first action figure for me. Why I didn't grab that, because it was like they tried to. It looked like a man most of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like this one, if it's going to be a female, I preferred this figure because it looked like. Wait. Before I go on that tangent, DJ, man, you've been trained on the arts of geek.
Yeah, he dropping jewels, bro. He dropping jewels, bro. He know that shit, bro.
Look, I don't got money. I'm 18, so I don't got any of these figures, nothing like that. But I've been on games since I was little.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
See,
Calvin can give you a couple.
Yeah,
my brother.
You see it.
Give one of them.
I said you can give him a couple.
Yo, give him one of them.
Miami.
Give him one of them.
Statue. I like Spawn.
Oh, you don't want one of them half scale? Uncle got
Calvin, give you a starter pack.
When Calvin's nephew was talking the entire time, you saw Calvin with the pinky finger like this. He was like, go on, drop them Jews for me real quick. Go on, drop them Jews, bro.
Look it down.
That pinky finger, you know that? Like, go on, drop them Jews real quick. You got it, nephew. Nah, man, bro. Thank you, bro. You're right, though. Here's the thing. I think where Ghost had the edge and where she has the edge on half these characters, if she uses the full put it this way, honestly, if she used the fullest potential of her abilities, she could have killed everybody in that room like that. It's not even just about phasing, it's what she can do while phasing if she knew the fullest potential of her powers. Because Uncle Keith, back me up on this. Had Shadowcat been in that room,
that would have been all.
It would have been over.
It would have been a wrap.
It'd have been a wrap. If Shadowcat would have been in that room, if Kitty Pryde would have been in that room, it would have been a wrap. Everybody, it would have been no contest.
No contest.
No contest. It don't care if you were a super soldier or not. It would have been no contest.
Every one of them would have been dead.
Dead in about 10 minutes. In about 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Like literally. She's
Shadowcat.
Shadowcat, bro, is a beast.
Yes,
Ain't no contest. If only, it would have get a it was like, if only.
Somebody, I don't know. I saw somewhere that what's her name? Valentina's assistant. The necklace she had on was Songbird.
Really?
Yeah, they said that if you look at her necklace, that's a Songbird necklace, and then maybe later on she's going to become Songbird.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, because if you're reading the comics right now, like One World Under Doom,
Yeah.
right now they're blending in the Thunderbolts within that series. And in the latest series, excuse me, Songbird comes back. So the team is made up of Bucky, Black Widow, White Widow, Yelena, definitely the Red Guardian. Shang-Chi is part of the group as well. And he has the 10 rings. So basically, like, it's made up of the foundation. And what happens is Songbird comes back to help Bucky. So she's part of the team.
Because in the movie, you remember she kept asking him for help, and he kept helping her. So to have her to have the necklace on makes sense. So maybe she's gonna get some of the serum, or something's gonna happen where she becomes Songbird.
It could because Songbird ain't no slouch.
No, she ain't.
She ain't no slouch, bro. That's why you think they basically made her, especially in Dark Avengers, where she actually took the Captain Marvel spot.
Yeah, she did.
She, you know what I mean? Remember that. So yeah, that would be dope, bro. That would be dope if they bring her in.
Yep.
You know, if we actually see her down the road. Next up, man. Sorry. Syndicate, what you think about this, bro?
I was gonna say Baron Zemo. What happened to him in the series? I'm trying to remember, because he was an original.
He's in Wakanda right now, bro.
Yeah, he's in Wakanda.
That's why they were.
Oh, no. He's at the raft, so he's still locked up. So here's the thing.
I'm surprised he didn't come up anytime, because he was part of the original team.
So remember when on
organize the team.
Remember when we saw if you saw basically Captain America Brave New World, remember when Sam was talking to the leader? Okay, in the cell to your right, if you looked, Baron Zemo was there reading a book.
Right.
He was there on screen, but they just didn't. He was there though. So we know that he's basically on the raft with the rest of them, and they're not going to utilize. So, but and here's the thing, and where other people get it wrong, they think that the first person to basically start the Thunderbolts was Ross. No, it was Baron Zemo.
Right.
Citizen V.
Yeah, Baron Zemo was the one who basically started them, and it was basically a bunch of villains that he used to on top of that, he brainwashed the Avengers.
Yeah, it was like a Sinister Six or something like that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, who knows, bro? Like, I mean, if they keep look, Thunderbolts is successful, but we know that they're moving into like Doomsday. We could get another Thunderbolts film if they wanted to go down that road. If Sam Wilson wins that lawsuit, then they're going to go right back to the Thunderbolts. You know what I mean? They're going to go right back to the Thunderbolts. So we got to definitely see that, man. It might happen. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm definitely with this. Moving on now, let's talk about this, because they also released this figure as well. Is the episode 1 Phantom Menace Droid? Yeah, man, the Droid decal. Now here's my problem, bro. Because I have the Super Battle Droids, 2 of them.
Yep.
And them Jones are plastic, bro. There's not 1 ounce of there's not 1 ounce.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
How much is it?
With this one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look at. I forget the price from. I know I pre-ordered it, but I forgot.
Hold on. I think it's still available. Hold on.
Yeah, this might be still available. But
this one had metal, or
no? This one had nothing.
I don't know because I don't know, because here's the thing. I don't know, but I know that the Super Battle Droids were all plastic, bro. And they took like AA or AAA batteries that you put in.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, when I got the figure, I was like, yo, at least I thought it was gonna have a bit of die cast. It didn't, and I got 2 of them. You know what I mean? Behind Count Dooku. But that's my fear, that with these, bro, Uncle Keith, do you think they're gonna go
265, by the way, guys?
Oh, this is 265.
Yeah. Jesus.
You think they're gonna go plastic on this, bro?
You know what's gonna happen. You know exactly what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be plastic, bro.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, if it was in the 300s, like 390s or something, I'll say
like
metal.
That, might have a little die cast.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, bro. Like, I thought that they were gonna have just a little bit of die cast for this piece. Nah, man.
How many did you get, Leah?
I got what are these?
Yeah,
You have to.
See, bro, when it comes to droids, bro, I got to get 2, bro.
I know.
I have a
That's why I asked.
if it's like the super battle droids and these, I got 2 droid decals, bro. And that's just like troopers. It's the rule of 2 for troopers.
Yeah.
I'm not army building beyond that, bro. Just 2 and I'm good. I don't need to see more than 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 stormtroopers myself for my Star Wars display there. I need 2 stormtroopers, so I need to look
bro.
for them there.
Yeah.
Make sure if you get 2 stormtroopers, you get the one with the Death Star background, brother. Go and get that because it's dope. So that's the one you want to get.
Look that up right now.
Yeah, just go and look it up, bro. Go and do that. X, what you think about these decals, bro? These droid decals.
Where are those droidicas? Talk about an image you can hear. Like you can hear the sound of the rolling sound, and when they
bro,
unfold, and then when the shield goes up.
Yep.
I remember that sound so well.
Yep.
I remember the Phantom Menace. I remember I went to see it on senior skip day in high school, and I remember working at a movie theater, and we watched it all summer long. The movie theater would close for the day, and then we would convince the manager to let us play the Phantom Menace, and it would just be my friend and myself in this theater watching the Phantom Menace, and we did that all summer long.
Damn.
So this was a no-brainer to pick this up. The fact that it doesn't come with diecast, I mean, I have one of the super battle droids, and I mean, I absolutely love it. It's just it's not lit up because because it takes batteries, and I'm currently in the process of fusion reactoring everything. I've started with my C-3PO and my R2-D2. I'm going to do my 000. This, I think they can actually pull it off as long as the joints and the legs are good. If the joints and the legs are good, it'll hold the pose. Because you think about it, if it's like a transformer. If you're constantly like transforming it and moving it and all that stuff, it's got to hold whatever pose it's in. And if it doesn't, then this thing is not going to stand on its own because there are a lot of moving parts to it.
Yeah.
So I have faith that they're going to, even though it's going to be plastic, I have faith that they're going to be able to, the joints are going to be where they need to be. Now, I don't foresee myself, collapsing this and then, reposing it 50 million times. Most likely I'm only getting one of them, so I'm going to pose it fully open. If I had 2, or awesome, it would be great if I had 3, because then you could have it like various stages of opening, like
of the transformation,
and then you'd have exactly.
You mean you're not actually gonna roll it through the house, man? Come on.
Hey, my droids, my
you gotta roll. You gotta roll it up in that ball and have it going around on the carpet. At least on the carpet. All right.
Hey, this thing is coming in at almost $300. I'm not rolling anything.
Man, I'm
not rolling it. That's like taking my Batmobile and going, yeah. It's like no.
Hell
no. But I'm so excited they made this. This thing is going to be a beast on the shelf. It's not a small. It's not a small figure.
It's not. It's not at all.
This
you think it is, but it's
Phantom
not.
Menace. It screams Phantom Menace, much like that Jar Jar. This screams Phantom Menace, and again, it's one of those images you can hear. You can just hear it when the shield,
when it
you can
hear the blasters, bro. Yeah, man.
The rolling sound that it makes. You always know it's them coming because you hear the rolling.
You know what? Which brings up a point, and I'm glad I have all y'all here because I want to discuss this about Phantom Menace. This is the one thing that continues to bug me about this film, because it always does, bro. When the droid decals showed up, both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon used the Force.
Yeah, they did.
To speed run,
flash away,
down the hallway, right? So keep that in mind.
No.
Qui-Gon was fighting Darth Maul, bro.
No.
And in the background, you see Obi-Wan run. How come he didn't use the Force that time, bro?
It was some continuity back.
That's called bad writing, man. That's all.
That was the one and only time you ever really saw it. Was that time? And even back in 1999, I'm like, what did I just see?
Bro,
it's just a blur.
The Jedi's got a boost meter we didn't know about. It ran out.
I never used it again.
X, the only time that we actually seen that again was in Knights of the Old Republic. Because remember, you could actually choose that power and you can run, you can whatever. But I'm like, yo, how is it that he could not run that fast to help Qui-Gon, bro. And to get through them blade, I did. That's the only thing that bugged me. I'm like, yo, is that like a temporary only one off that you can use one damn time, bro?
It's like
once
a boost
a year, and after that, you got to wait for
buy
it to
one
recharge.
time. Use it once.
It's your special move. You got to wait for it to
recharge.
recharge.
Yeah.
It just didn't. I'm like, come on, man, bro.
You're not wrong. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It doesn't. Like I thought it was like I'm listening. I'm thinking about this shit. I'm like, yo, and the whole time I'm watching this and I'm watching him run, I'm in the theater saying, use the force. Just get to him.
Run through those electronic places, opening and closing. You could have got through there, man. Come on.
He said, okay, so that was explained in the film, and no one, he said, none of y'all knew that. There was a very good reason for the singular running power. Y'all not real fans, and yes, I'm full of shit.
But for real though.
I like that someone's like, actually, this is how it's like, no, they didn't explain it. They did it once, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wow, I never really thought about that until now.
Bro,
I'm really upset.
But when you watch it and you go back, you're gonna be like, well, wait a minute, you use the force then. How come you ain't gonna use the force now to help your master?
I mean, like,
but you know what?
He does it in Empire when he does the jump up. When, it's about to get him in the freezing chamber, so he does the jump up.
Really, it wasn't the same thing. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, go back and watch it because I don't think they were moving that fast. I feel like it did the little shadow. It did the shadow effect.
They were moving pretty good.
No. They were hauling ass, dude.
That was blur fast.
Yeah. They were like the Flash.
They would get Barry Allen to run for his money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
I'm sorry, George Lucas. I tried.
Taking the fly force part. Force part. Right.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. No, I don't know what the heck.
It can't be explained. Like it, it can. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it. It's like, this is exactly why they only ever used it once.
No, man. Lael broke a rule. We were supposed to just ignore it.
No, I'm not. Hell
no. Never supposed to talk about
Calvin, back me up, bro. Come on, man. Calvin, make it make sense, Calvin. Come on, make this shit make sense, bro. Yeah. Please, make it make sense, bro.
Make it make sense, but that was some bullshit. We only saw it once. To be honest, I forgot about it until you just reminded me about it. I was like, that's
man.
This whole time I've been like, dun, 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 and now I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
Not right.
No,
that's not right at all.
I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, run. Just run. You use the force, but they didn't. Anyway. Anyway. Nah, it's this. It definitely prop. You gonna get this, bro?
You know you want to go and get one, bro. Like, go and get one.
Dude, I'm probably going to get this one. It's Star Wars. We'll see. Unless I run out of money, dog. They've been dropping a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I still haven't got my Andor. I haven't pre-ordered my Andor yet, man. But I think, yeah, dog. So what's up with the die cast? So why die? Because I was going to ask that. I think with me printing stuff and knowing that so many props in movies aren't really metal.
Yeah,
RoboCop's suit for one. Why is it important? Is it a weight thing or like what's the
here's the thing. I think for diecast in general, bro, like it's always good because it gives you that realism. It's the realism of having that piece. Especially if you want movie magic, movie masterpiece, movie accuracy. That's the reason
why I brought up RoboCop. Why I brought up things. You got so many things that are metal in movies that's not metal, that's painted to look that way. So we know paint is very, 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 very convincing. And in fact, I've got a metal 1/1 scale Captain America shield, and I also have a plastic one. I actually prefer the plastic one. Looks more like the movie one to me than my actual metal shield. Now, I like the weight of the metal one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's is it the look? You know what I'm saying? When you talk about accuracy, because
here's the thing,
especially with this being based off of CGI.
I mean, for me,
here's the thing: when you get die cast, you also get ratcheted joints. You know, not like you're not going to get ratcheted joints with the plastic, bro. But I just think, you know, again, K2SO, he has some die cast parts on him, and that figure, like I have. I've had that figure since its first release, and that motherfucker still holds up. It's still one of the best droids that I have in my collection. It is an incredible piece, bro. And that's why I'm like, it's the missed opportunity. Well, especially we're about to actually get General Grievous.
Right. Now,
You know what I mean?
So
So
I get the thing with the joints. When X was talking about the joints, because that was a sideshow, right? That did the Grievous when the joints wasn't holding up at all.
Yeah,
Not even a little bit. Yeah. Now, I feel you. I was just asking y'all. I always appreciate when I get a die-cast piece, and I think the only one I can think of, I think I got an Iron Man, I got RoboCop.
yeah,
I do appreciate them when I have them.
bro, I love the
But
die.
when I'm looking at them,
pieces,
it's
bro.
like, man, it really looks the same.
Yeah, if anything
Oh
that I
yeah.
get,
One thing he said it feels the quality. I'm looking in the chats. The quality is it do feel more premium when you have
it does, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the premium feel. Like you get that quality feel of having like that movie accuracy, you know, that and it's you know, I don't they skipped out on this one just like they skipped out on the Super Battle Droid and the Battle Droid. So it is what it is. Calvin, are you gonna get this piece, bro?
You know, I'm gonna wait to see it. Let's see some actual picture, like real videos of it. I was always intrigued, but I never pulled the trigger on it. What's the battle droid? I got one of those in here. That's one of the cheapest figures I've ever gotten.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you're paying that much money, man, I mean, just put the metal in there, man. Like, come on, you know, it's a lot of money, dude.
But they're gonna charge you more for the die cast.
Like, yeah, you're paying for the
but
engineering.
should they though? Should they? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I agree. But they're going to.
I mean, Calvin, I'll send you
Iron
a
figures.
video of me like rolling it across the floor, and I think that just so you want, it's just a grown man rolling a droid across the floor.
You guys got to remember though. You remember Transformers? They used to be made with die cast, and they were cheap as hell.
Yeah,
So I
Gen
know
1,
it
bro.
can't be that expensive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 265. Put a couple of metal pieces in there,
bro. My Gen 1 Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus and my Side Swipe and my Prowl and my bro, all of them. You know what I mean? Pretty much with die-cast figures, bro. It was just the best. I think the only one figure that I got that wasn't die-cast back then was Blaster. It was a plastic box, bro. It was just, but still, it was just that figure. I don't know. Uncle Keith, man, which you gonna get this, bro? I think he stepped away a little bit. He got to handle some business. But nah, it is definitely a piece that I want to get in the collection, man. I definitely cannot wait to have here. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's definitely a missed opportunity to me. Not making it die cast, but I digress. Maybe there's reasons they're cutting costs in certain spaces. So
I do think that people are going to have to be real careful with this when you're transforming it, because I could see someone trying to do something too fast and oh no, it snapped. Oh no, it broke. So it's spindly. It's got delicate pieces. It's got pistons. So I'm sure there's in the instructions it's going to say, if you're transforming this, do it real carefully and real slowly, because there's just so many moving parts to this, and a lot of them are like super small, super thin. And I think it'll be I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to see, how it compares to the other figures in the collection, and to have it with my other confederacy of independent system droids. But I do think it's going to be one that you have to be a little gentle. I mean, you should be gentle with all your figures.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. You should be gentle with all your figures. If you feel that arm and it's not given in the way you think it should, chances are you're pushing it a little too far. So yeah, I think it'll be great. I think you're gonna have to be real gentle with it.
Yeah, he said there's no die cast and Joy decal, but still feels sturdy and heavy enough. Okay. So 1/6 Lover has it.
Want to hear? Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad he's here, bro. Because and bro, 1/6 Lover, bro. Thank you for being here, bro. Because your videos
dope,
so fucking dope, bro. Like literally, I suggest anybody, if you're wanting to know, if you want the detail in your figures, if you want to know, what you're getting in your collection, go to this man's Instagram page, go to this man's page, look at his productivity, bro. Look at his production work on this shit is incredible, bro. So definitely head on over there, man. Thank you for being here. 1-6 lover, bro. I definitely appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the information as well, man, because a lot of us is, your word. I take your word. Your word's gospel in this moment, Brian, because you do the Lord's work when it comes to these pieces, man. You do the Lord's work. Yeah.
How was that super battle droid in hand,
bro? It's
like the
light is what it is.
Like the feel and the weight of it. Like, how does that feel in hand?
It's not. It's light.
Okay, I thought so. And
but
so
it stands up on its own. Actually, it'll stand up on its own. It is super light though, but it will.
Yeah, it stands up on its own, and I think it does have ratcheted joints as well. It does, but it's still like it's plastic. But and it takes AA batteries. I think AAA batteries or something like that. But
there's ways around that.
Yeah. But but I will tell you though, especially when you're moving the arms on a super battle droid, be careful. Just be careful because you can take one of them off, but just be careful of the movement because it kind of feels not flimsy, but I just like being careful with the joints, man. I'm just scared that I might do something wrong. So just get in the right pose, but it's decent. It's definitely, if you got Count Dooku, bro, if you got Count Dooku and you have Jango Fett, you gotta have those super battle droids, bro. That scene when they, especially when Mace Windu, especially on the platform, it's definitely important to have that, man. I will definitely say that. I want to ask y'all a question. Uncle Keith's not here, but he'll be back. But I want to ask y'all a question because I'm glad y'all here. I wanted to pull this up real quick. May the 4th came and went. You know what I mean? Revenge of the 5th came and gone. You know what I mean? So my question, and even out in the chat, I want to know, this is going to be a participation with the chat. This is a question that I have. Was May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th successful? Do you think it was a successful outing? Because here's the thing.
Sorry.
May the 4th and May the 5th last year, we got a lot of shit. And they killed it last year. For the whole Dark Side line, they killed that. But this year, I just felt as though, and maybe, I guess my point is, and I was like, well, maybe it was because a lot of what they released and a lot of what they did, first and foremost, was in, Star Wars Celebration. So that's where the bulk of their releases was kind of geared towards, especially their exclusive pieces. And there are some that we know that are supposed to come, things that have been under discussion and been passed around, but it looks like they basically are moving that to like the summer showcase or to like, they're going to move it for like, more of those Toy Fair exclusives. So we might be seeing, I'm going to start with you, Unc. Do you think May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th were successful when it comes to like collecting stuff?
A lot of those figures here, we got the okie doke put on. It's like the Range Trooper. That was the okie doke. Here you go with this one, it's supposed to be exclusive. Then bam, 5 months later, here you go with the 2 versions with the no magnetic boost and the magnetic boost. I didn't like that. I'm pissed off about that because you should have done that from the beginning. Okay? Yeah. That's what it should have been. It should have been exclusive. It should have been what it was. The second one is that the same thing with the Cherry Trooper.
Yeah.
All right. One got to come on, one don't. But you put out, obviously, you must have had some extras in the back because you made them available, or this was always the plan. So they're making people think you're getting exclusives when you're not getting exclusive, which I don't like that. I do not like that. Okay. Yeah. We got some figures, like Darth Nihilus. We got Cassie.
Yeah. Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. We got Poe. I forgot about Poe. So but how long has Poe been sitting there?
Yeah.
Poe been sitting there for what years? Since 2015, 14. So it's like you bringing out stuff you could have brought out in the beginning. I don't think it's a very successful 4th and 5th, if you ask me. There's really nothing fantastic, really nothing that knocks your socks off, really nothing that says, damn, that's what I've been wanting. None of that happened. None of that happened.
Yeah. Syndicate, what you think, man? What's your thoughts on this, man? Do you think it was a successful run, or?
I do remember last year, and I have to say last year was way better than this year. They took a step back. That I have to say. I was expecting more actually. I thought it was gonna be a lot more than what I saw, and I was actually surprised that they didn't top last year. They did not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last year we got hit hard, but what we got hit with was just spectacular.
It was.
It was spectacular, bro. Like we were getting a lot of shit, and it was a spectacular release.
Yes.
They killed it.
Yeah.
This year, I mean, here's the thing, bro. I said this, on the show before. Like, I'm happy that I got Nihilus. Nihilus was it was Christmas for me, bro. And I'm glad that they released that. So I'm definitely happy about Nihilus. But the build up, I just think that, I mean, I don't know if there were certain things that, kind of, maybe affected this, this latest release. Even from a source, they were kind of pissed because they found out why they were doing certain things and what they're doing and where they're moving certain things. And a lot of it was on hold because they wanted to basically focus on, also getting out the promo for the Thunderbolts. So again, it is what it is, at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. What's your thoughts on this, man?
Well, I'm looking at L. Walker's comment. The Knicks up 2-0 on Boston. Yeah, what's that about? All right, I'm gonna have to look into that.
I like the Cavaliers.
Well then, no, I really don't have a horse in that race, except that I'm in Boston. Last year we got banger after banger after banger after banger, and eventually all of those bills are going to come due if you have not paid those off.
Yeah.
A lot of the Revenge of the Sith stuff that we expected to get this year, we got last year. We got Sidious, we got Grievous. Those were two biggies. And this year is no slouch when it comes to releases. I mean, let's face it, Jar Jar, Poe, Emperor Palpatine, / Sidious, the Range Trooper, Cassian Andor, K2SO 2.0, and of course Darth Nihilus, and the reveal of all of those scum and villainy from Jabba's palace. Mm-hmm. All of those scum and villainy from Jabba's palace. So depending on where your collecting's going, you got a lot. If you're a Return of the Jedi collector, original trilogy collector, guess what? You have a lot coming if you plan on filling out, Jabba's court. And of course, sideshows like, hey, here's our slightly overpriced Jabba the Hutt. Do you want it, yes or no?
Yeah.
Bro. So I think there's a lot. And again, I think this Palpatine is like the ultimate Palpatine because you get the full package. But I don't think we got the heavy hitters that we were expecting. I don't think, we were expecting perhaps Commander Gree. We were expecting perhaps Cody 2.0 or 501st. Yeah. Hell, we were expecting sculpted Anakin Skywalker. After all that drama of the Anakin Skywalkers, all the teases, all the, all the games, lies, deceptions.
That's exactly what it was.
And yet, and that's not to say it won't happen. That's not to say it won't happen later this summer because Sideshow or Hot Toys, more or less, they like to do things on their own timeline, their own timetable. That's not to say we won't. Hey, this year, 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. So why not? Actually, no, it's not the 40th. It's the 40 Empire Strikes Back. That was 80. This is 45th. Anniversary of Empire Strikes? 45th. Yes,
yeah, the 10-year anniversary next year of Rogue One.
Yeah.
So, and then the 50th anniversary the following year of Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yeah. So this year is then 45th of Empire, right? 45. It came out in 80. We're in 2025. Math. Okay, great. So we're expecting Tauntauns. We're expecting Bespin Han. We're expecting all these things. Hell, if they come out with a Wampa and a Luke and a Tauntaun later this summer, we will have said it was one of the best things since sliced bread when it comes to Star Wars and collecting. If they don't, and they decide to give us some of that James Bond action that they promised us earlier this year. They decide to dip into that DC that they promised earlier this year. They go full on with Superman. Yeah, Superman is coming. Not only the Thunderbolts, but we are also getting some DC love. Then, yeah, it's kind of lackluster because the heavy hitters, it just wasn't quite there. We got a lot. It just wasn't what we were expecting.
If you can cough up a dewback, if you can cough up a blurred, you can't cough up Luke and Han on a tauntaun.
Yeah, bro. We need that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a need, bro.
Would you rather have a dewback or Luke or Han on a tauntaun? I know what my answer is.
Yeah. I'd rather have both, actually. I will have both.
Well, okay. Hey, Press X, that wasn't the question. Because we know
Would you rather have this or this? I'll have both. Thank you very much. I will have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have both, bro. Because once that drops,
I knew you were gonna say that, but I
wouldn't
be making a command decision on what.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. If they were available and they said you can only have one, which one would you take?
Oh God, that's like trying to pick which one of your kids.
Oh, you got to
love the most. Like which kid do I love the most?
Hey, you know what, right. Unc, that's the easy subject. I'll get one. Toya get Han. I'll get Luke.
See everybody taking the easy way out. Man.
That's it, bro. That's how you gotta do it. Toya got an account. She can get Han for me, bro. I'm straight.
Dark side, quicker, easier, more
exactly, bro. Think on your toes, bro. When it comes to that, that's what we do every day.
I got you.
You already know, man. But nah, Calvin, what you think, bro? What you think about this? You know, here's the thing, though. I know it's going to be sort of subjective for Calvin because both him and Uncle Keith had a time of their life over there in Japan, bro, and got half the shit that you wanted to get. But what you think about you know, the fourth and the fifth as an overall, bro?
You basically just took it out of my mouth. I was going to say for that reason, I had a great time. I can't speak for everybody else. From a collecting standpoint, lackluster.
Yeah.
You know, even as dope as this dark side Anakin is, it ain't nothing to write home about it. For damn sure wouldn't have spent $1,500 for it.
But that's what I'm hearing, bro. Like you were
telling, but it was as crazy as people were acting for it. It wasn't all that. I'll be honest, I like my my cherry blossom with the kimono. I appreciate that more than anything else because at least that shows, you know, I was there and the piece that I got for it. So I have more out of that. Lackluster. The best. You know, there's things that we were expecting, and so he named several of the pieces we would have been looking for. They just didn't come.
Yeah.
So for that reason.
And that's what I'm hearing, bro. Like a lot of people who you said that, you know, you got somebody, somebody who got a video that's coming out. You know, that they weren't really happy with the whole experience.
And that was his light side Anakin. That wasn't the dark side one.
Oh, okay.
That was the first, well, technically, the second artisan that was announced. That was given. So that's the one I'm talking about with the pen.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like I say, a lot of people, you know, I know a lot of people like that mall. I mean, it's unique and it's something different because it's a concept piece. But
I love it.
As you can see, it didn't do that well, so they dropped it, and now they're, you know, now you can get it. It's not exclusive anymore. It's just a regular old figure that you can pick up.
Yeah.
So it's you know, I think they, you know, tried to do something different, and I don't think that worked. Even though I know there's a lot of people that love it and want it and have it. You know, it's nothing.
It just didn't work as an exclusive release.
Exactly.
They shouldn't have slapped an exclusive tag on that.
No.
And here's the thing. Because even Uncle Keith, we talked about this, you know, about a couple weeks ago, by them basically releasing, you know, because the plan was when the first exclusive release that they actually put up was the Galen Urso. We knew that a month before Celebration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But where I think that they kind of dropped the ball and where they messed up was the simple fact that you had those exclusive pieces. But once you put up that dark side Anakin or the dark Princess Vader, that was it. Everything else, you know, was second. I mean,
really matter. Yep.
Nothing else mattered. Like it was that the Stormtrooper, the Cherry Blossom Stormtrooper, and Grogu. Those were the top sellers at that particular point.
The coldest part is Galen. He was running hard for what, almost a damn near year.
Yeah.
Until Anakin showed up, and then everybody's like, "Who?"
Yeah, bro. That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like.
And that Galen piece is a beautiful piece,
bro.
That thing is great.
Appreciate you, Unc.
That thing is great, man.
I appreciate you, Unc, for blessing me with this piece, bro. Because
nice.
this is definitely worth an exclusive, bro. It is.
Yeah,
It's worth being an exclusive. Everything that you get with this, and it completes the line for me. Even all the way down to even the texture of the box is incredible, bro.
Yeah,
it's definitely an incredible piece.
If
man.
you have all those pieces from Rogue One, you got to have that. You got to have that. You got
Lord. But yeah, man, I.
Well, I mean, speaking of exclusives, I mean, in the last few days, those troopers that dropped just out of nowhere, I had no idea.
Yeah,
bro. Sites. It's like, those are up, and they sat for a hot minute. But I think they sat for a hot minute because, like, at least an hour or so. But I think the reason they sat is because people didn't know that they were out there.
Yep.
No, nobody knew about those.
When I saw it, I went in and had a chance to get it like that. Yeah. But yeah, it sold out. It did go to wait list that day, which I knew it would. You know, I knew that was going to actually happen. So, you know, now the only thing is, with the Deltas, did they actually release Boss? Was that already done?
That was today.
No,
that was today.
That was today. It's up.
Yeah.
It's sold out, isn't it?
I think it already waitlisted though.
I think it waitlisted.
Yeah.
See, I had no idea. I mean, but I've been busy all day, but I had no idea that this was how they're doing this.
Someone messaged me to say, "Hey, it's up." I'm like, I really okay. Great.
Yeah.
But otherwise I would not have known.
I don't know. I don't know if there's issues, you know, that we don't know, underlying issues that we don't know as far as, hey, we know right now companies are struggling with their decisions on do whatever, especially with the tariffs.
Yep.
But it definitely did hurt. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to see. Prop, what's your thoughts, man?
Bro, I'm glad to hear you guys say, man, because sometimes it's a feeling. The fourth didn't feel successful. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw there was a lot of figures, but it didn't feel it didn't feel the same way as it felt last year. But with that being said, there's a handful of figures I'm excited for. Ooh, this statue was dope until I saw the price.
That statue is that thing.
Yeah.
That thing is I love that. That's
that damn price. I couldn't fucking believe it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, that part of it.
$1,700 with shipping, I think.
Yeah. Man, with that being said, man, we got some dope. I'm looking at it, man. That Chewbacca, this year, there was some dope stuff that came out. You know what I mean? The Han Solo. It's just the fourth itself, man. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be.
It just, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I mean, and the thing is, it's like I don't want to feel like we are, you know, just entitled. We have this level of entitlement where Hot Toys has to do exactly what we tell them to do. No, you don't. As a business, you could do exactly what you feel as though you need to do.
Right.
But I don't know, man. When it's such a big event, it's an opportunity for you to really, really shine the way you could. And I don't think that they basically took full advantage of that, you know?
Which is why I said feeling, right? Because when I'm looking at the figures, when I'm looking at it, while you talking, it's like, damn, it's not a bad lineup, bro. It's not really that bad of it. I mean, Poe alone should be somebody's dream figure. You know what I'm saying?
Jar Jar Binks.
Was not expecting that. It wasn't on the radar. You know, Emperor is beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
Nihilus, man. These are some good figures, man. So that's what I say. It's a when you see it, it's like, yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a feeling. I think expectation, right? Like there's so
expectation.
That I wanted, or it could have been this, man. I missed the whole. And this wasn't even part of the discussion, man. But dude, I miss the episode 4 figures. yo, give me some re-releases, man. Like
yeah.
I got some catching up to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I think we're going to see more re-releases for those, and we're definitely going to see 2.0 for those in 2027.
right. When the anniversaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see it. Now, here's the thing, though, because I don't think, I mean, in Anaheim, you know, Calvin and Unk Sideshow definitely had a presence.
Yeah, they did.
But I don't know if they're going to have a presence at Celebration in 2027. Do you think they will, especially, or do you think they're going to do that Sideshow Con?
That's a good question.
Because, you know, again, we're talking 2027, you know, now, mind you,
that's the year. Yeah, that's going to be the anniversary year for 50 years of Star Wars. They might want to showcase their stuff by themselves instead of at Comic-Con or at somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree. Preston, he says they needed to drop something like they did with Dark Empire Luke. When that shit dropped, I was like, oh shit, I didn't
expect it. Wasn't on the radar.
Yeah, Charlie, I agree with you. I agree with Charlie. They're waiting for the 50th.
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, that dropped on the 3rd, and there was about 10, 15 of us at Disneyland, and we all jumped on the queue and was
trying to get that. Yeah, bro.
Trying to get
you know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. I think from a certain standpoint, some will say it was successful. You know, and
from a certain point of view.
Point of view. I knew he's going
to you know, so some people will definitely say, you know, it carried a level of success. Others will be like, yeah, you know, it was mediocre. You know, compared to, and I think it's the it's the expectation for us is what we got last year, and we're spoiled. Last year spoiled the shit out of us. So the expectation is to get those same feels, you know what I mean, that we got before. We want to live in those moments, and when we don't, it becomes like a letdown. When in actuality, it's, you know, to some, it may not be, because I think everybody, and here's the thing, everybody put their money where their mouth is. Yo, ask them what
That's what it's all about. But like I said, it's like this. Like, we knew Jar Jar Binks was on the back burner. We knew he was there. It wasn't a big surprise when he got debuted.
Yeah.
You had other things like Pope. Yep. Pope been sitting there for 400 years. Here he is. it was like you go, okay,
it's biblical.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You go like him and Stan Lee. They was playing card games in the back room over there at Sideshow. But you know, it was like, damn, you know, okay, those are great. I like them. You know, Darth Nihilus, yeah, okay. Everybody, you know, that's good. But where's the pop? Where's that? Where you're jumping out of your seat and you're going like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Which figure would that be for you?
That would be Han or Luke on a tauntaun.
Okay.
With fur.
With fur.
Wool fur. With wool fur.
Would those count as artisan?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm joking. They better not count as artists.
No.
Chewbacca they're releasing as an artist.
You can do a full Chewbacca with fur all over. I don't see why you can't do a tauntaun.
Artisan Chewbacca. No.
Artisan Chewbacca.
Stop it.
Come on.
Bro, even if they would have gave us a Bespin Han that we've been asking for.
Yeah. Or how about a Bespin Leia in a little white suit?
Hell. I would have been satisfied if the motherfuckers would have released both them damn Inquisitors that I've been talking and waiting for.
Okay. All right. Well,
give me the motherfuckers, bro. I'd be happy with that, man.
I think they in the same room with Stan Lee. That's what they are. They're gonna end up. They're gonna be in the back room with Baron Zemo. Whatever, is that Baron Zemo still on coming soon? Or he gone?
Yeah, I think it's
Remember
still
that
sitting
Baron Zemo. I think it's gone. Yeah,
I think that Zemo's still sitting in that motherfucker, bro. Like this shit ain't going nowhere. It's still basically sitting there, man.
Yeah, it's done.
It's I don't know, but if I swear to God, if they do release Tauntauns, bro, oh my God, bro.
Man, come on. You know everybody will like go become berserk for that. You know it.
Man.
And a Wampa. A Wampa too?
Wampa. Yeah,
Hell yeah,
bro.
I'd take a
You gotta have
Wampa.
all three of those.
Yeah.
And how about a little small, little 1/6 version of a what is the black droid? I can't remember. I'm about to say battle droid.
I want the probe
the
droid,
probe
bro.
droid.
Probe droid. That's what I'm talking about. What about little?
That's-
six
And they with Sideshow. Remember, Sideshow
They
did
did have
release a
one.
6 scale probe
They
droid.
did have one a long
I
time.
just wish they did a re-release because I
Yeah.
need one. I missed out on that.
Well,
motherfucker.
look.
Oh, here go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What's he doing? What's he doing? Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Because he got one. I know he had one.
No, I don't have one actually.
Yes, yeah.
The one I have, I think, is from like the Disney parks, but it's actually 1/12 scale, and
Is
yeah, it scales quite well.
Oh, see, that's nice, man.
With
Nice.
scales quite well with my
Yeah, it does.
Snow
Yeah, it
Trooper,
does.
Yeah, that looks good.
It does.
Yeah, we
and
definitely
it was only
need a
like
probe
$60,
droid, bro.
so come on.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
So
Yeah, we definitely need a 1/6 scale probe droid, bro.
the
Like, they
1/6
got
scale
it.
probe
do.
droid is like massive.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
that.
it
bro.
is nice.
We need
but
that.
it's nice. I
We
think
need
it's still
that.
available, if I'm not mistaken. I think you can still get it.
Last I checked, yeah, it was still
available. Yeah.
But the probe droids do come in different sizes, is the thing. In Star Wars, they are not the same size. So
Okay.
depending on
Hey,
what
boss.
model you get, this is probably
Yeah.
the right scale in some,
It looks about right.
In some way, shape, or form, it might actually definitely be true to scale, bro. It could be.
Probe droid. Yeah.
Slave Leia, bro.
Slave Leia, yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good figure.
Yeah, it definitely would be, bro. It's a slave. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They would definitely call it Hut Slayer.
Of course, it wouldn't be Slave Leia. That's for
Yeah, it definitely won't be Slave Leia. They're gonna change it to like a Hut
It'd be
Slayer.
Relax,
like Hut
relax
Slayer
Leia.
or like whoop your ass Leia.
Kicking back
Choke
Leia.
a motherfucker Leia is what it's gonna be called.
Choke a motherfucking Leia, bro. Straight up. That's what they should call it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they should definitely call it Choke a motherfucking Leia, bro. That shit would be so dope. Choke 'em up. Yeah, but nah, I mean, yeah, or you know, they can give us the Calvin special, bro. They can they can give us the Calvin special, bro.
You ain't never seeing that.
I'm gonna be like cornbread.
You gotta put it closer, dog. You gotta put it closer.
Just go ahead and bring that over here. Just go ahead and bring it up.
Bro, these AIs, bro, when these motherfuckers be making this
else,
shit,
man.
bro, like are something else, bro. Like they are crazy, man, for real. But nah, man, I you know, I do want to say, like, I mean, it like you said, it could be from a certain point of view with a lot of us. You know, it might be for one success, for another person might be a totally different success for us. So I think they did, but I just think that it could have been better. It could have been better, especially everything that's on the slate, especially everything that was talked about. It could have definitely been better.
I'll put it this way: just that one banger figure. That's what we needed. That one banger. Everybody's like, damn, I gotta add it, but they didn't have it. They really didn't have it. If you want to,
Yeah, nah, they didn't. They one that if you see that shit, you'd be like, yeah, I need that shit right off the bat.
Right now, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like I here's the thing though. They did do that for me with Nihilus, so I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, they gave you Nihilus.
They gave me Nihilus, so no, hey, I was happy that motherfucker.
Well, of course you were. That's what I'm saying. But it wasn't that one figure where you got like, oh man, I gotta have this, but I gotta sit in the queue and I gotta it wasn't none of that, which was a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I'm glad they didn't do that, but I also understand the thrill of the chase for a lot of people, and it was fun at the time when we were doing it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So it definitely depends. Again, the full potential. I don't think that they utilize it well, so it is what it is, man. I mean, look, beggars can't be choosers. At least we got some shit, but some also might be saying, you know what, I'm glad they didn't, because I'm still hurting from last year. You know what I mean? Like I know a couple people said I ain't pre-order shit. Like I didn't pre-order nothing from this recent release, not at all.
I haven't yet, man. I've been thinking, man, that Andor is standing out to me, but so I did a review on the pictures, loved it. I went this morning. I went on there to pre-order it, and the face sculpt. Some of the pictures it looks good, and some of it looks.
Where Andor?
Yeah, it's like the detail is there, but it looks soulless to me. Is the best I can explain it, man. So I'm still kind of
prototype. They can still clean it up.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But the bottom line is, I didn't pre-order it on the 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I do is I try to see when the supposed release date is, and then I just, then I wait around and go, okay,
see what
next year sometime we'll wait a little bit, because that Poe, I'm definitely getting that Poe.
Yeah, Poe looks good. Poe looks good.
Poe looks good. I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, Poe looks good.
No fans and buts about it. Darth Nihilus, I'm getting the Palpatine. I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of them I do want. So, and I'm gonna get another range trooper, of course. So.
Oh yeah, Charlie said.
Yeah.
I think that's it too. Maybe it was his outfit. I mean, like,
Press. Don't you have 2 already, or you just have the 1?
Oh, the range trooper. I just have the first one that they released.
Okay,
so I have to get another range trooper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get of course, I'm getting Jar Jar, Palpatine. I've already got Cassian and K2SO on pre-order, and I still need to pre-order Greedo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
still
something
available, though, right? Yeah, he's still
he's still available.
Okay, he's still there. So you can still get it. You can still get it.
Just trying to figure out where he's going to go in the collection. So
yeah, I mean, listen, we still got Summer Showcase. We still got, which is the Toy Fair, exclusives. We still got, Comic-Con. There's still time. Yeah, Toy Fair exclusives, bro. I think we going. Yeah, so it's something to look forward to. So we just gotta wait and see. But here's to that. We just gotta wait. Anyway, man, that's the show tonight, man. I think we're gonna call it right there, man. We talked. I wanted to go back, and I think we covered it, bro. We covered everything as far as the releases and everything. So, yeah, we just gotta see what's gonna come next. They're gonna probably end up dropping some shit tonight. I mean, what if Hoberticus's prophecy is true?
Yeah. I saw that.
If that shit is true,
so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see with that one. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for being here, man. Let me pull. I'm just gonna go random here, Calvin, man. What you got going on, brother? What you and
Calvin? Don't tell me you ate up the beans. You ate the beans up already, didn't you, Calvin?
No, I made a nice batch last night. So he's actually seasoning up some ribs right now. I'm about to go throw those on ribs. And
he putting that shit in our chat, man. He be showing that. He be teasing people, man.
Hey, earlier on, I was like, yo, we got L and Bobby DeBarge right here, bro. Like,
you know what the barges are.
Bro, listen. Back in the 80s.
And they were all light skinned.
Bro, beyond that though, bro, they held the 80s down, bro.
Yeah, the bar had it going on.
They held the 80s down, and El DeBarge, even till this day, all he got to sing is "All This Love" or whatever else.
Yeah,
and, they were the original Mr. Steal Your Girl, bro.
Yeah, they were.
They were the original Mr. Steal Your Girl, bro.
All 17 of them.
All 17 of them, bro.
A bunch of them, man.
Straight up, bro. All of them.
He over here Googling it.
I was born in 07, so.
he's like, I don't know who these niggas are, bro. I don't know. No. He said, "That's sure enough, though."
2007. Holy mackerel!
Damn. Word.
Lord have mercy.
Man. Yeah, like I said, just hanging out. Him, my mom, him, and my niece are here for the week. So
word.
Yeah, with family. And,
great, cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man, bro. Definitely, bro.
It would be tough. So I was like, man, come on the show with me, Les. It's funny because I was with him when a Beans show came on Monday, and normally I would upstairs, but I was downstairs, hosting. And so I just came across it on YouTube. I was like, oh, look, my guys been there. Man, you don't know these guys. I was like, man, I'm talking to school.
That was my sister. That wasn't me.
Word.
Man, come on the show with me on Wednesday night. We're gonna hang out, so he came.
He said Google Chico the Barge, no gas. Yo,
Where are you at? Anyway?
he gonna Google that shit too. Right now.
On the show right there. Where you at, bro?
And he's
Yo,
In the
Where is
comments.
he
bro, fucking Bloomer, bro. Bloomer.
But yeah, I
Hey.
knew exactly what I was doing. The beans were for you and especially after that Cavs win. I was like, man, it was hard. The Cavs lost. I was like,
Man, don't even.
Hey, yo.
I already know where this is going to end up. I already know how this.
Calvin,
is gonna end.
you watched the show on Monday. Did you see this dude's name, bro?
let me see.
Yeah, that's
What am I
Chico.
looking at?
No, remember, like, did you watch the show on Monday, Comic Book Talk with Friends? Did you see what his name was, bro?
I was in and out because, like I said, I had them with me, but so I saw some of the parts.
You didn't see what his name was, bro? Because he has a different name every week,
No, what was his name?
bro. He broke it up. It was B. His first name was B, and the last name was Show Meat.
Yeah, see, come on.
Bro, it's like,
Come on. That's what I
it's like, why, bro? Why?
Bloomer, man.
I couldn't even, bro. I couldn't,
Bloomer.
bro. Look, Prop was like trying to keep it. He was keeping it PG rated. Prop wasn't saying shit. He was like, "Yo, let me not just. I'm just going to ignore the name, bro."
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't care about their digital footprint, man.
bro, man. Anyway, thank you, Kyle. Thank you, man, for being here. You and your nephew, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Calvin, you didn't tell the story about the our Tony Roma's adventure with the little statues in the back. You ain't tell him that yet.
What
What do you mean? What are you talking
We'll
about?
tell you backstage.
Okay. Hey, yo, you see Prop scratching his head like, yo, okay. He's like,
Oh, we're nothing about no small statues, man.
The restaurant. Oh, in Japan. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that backstage because that's gonna go way left if we bring that up right now.
Especially when I told a certain person to turn around. Oh man, they got heated, man. We'll tell y'all.
Yeah, bro, you definitely gotta tell us. Prop, man, what's going on with you, bro? What you got going down?
Just filming some episodes or working on the editing. But I do got Flash has been supposed to be here Friday, man. So I'm looking forward to that figure. Feels like I've been waiting years for. Dude, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Catching up on these shows, dog. I'm so behind on shows. I just finished Andor today.
I mean, you were emotionally wrecked by Andor.
Yo, well, here's the good news though. I told Lael, how about I thought that was the season finale.
It feels like it, right?
It felt like it.
It's
Which gets me excited about the next episode. It was
we got 3 more, bro. Like, bro,
I thought this was this season finale, man.
Prop, you got some more crying to do, man.
you got X Keith. I cannot wait till tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, man, I can't wait either.
I cannot wait till tomorrow to talk about this shit. I cannot wait till tomorrow, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I was like, episode 7 was the quiet storm. It was the build up, but still, when I saw them where they were on Yavin, I was like, oh yeah, this is
a lot of what? A lot of.
Hey, why upset and angry? Like you got mad after you said it.
Calvin,
a lot of what's that say? A lot of.
Almost said it, but
what you been doing? Hanging around with Austin Powers?
What you doing, bro? What you doing, man? what you doing, bro? What you doing, man?
He just showed up just to show off his name. He ain't even there.
Chilling, you know. was getting ready to play some Knights of the Old Republic. I was like, you know, fuck it. Let me get in here with y'all for a second. Happy Wednesday, motherfuckers.
I can't. Oh man, I can't.
Oh man,
bro.
Mm-mm-mm.
I can't. Yeah, tomorrow I can't wait. Yeah, man. Thank you for being here, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it as always. Syndicate, man, what's going down with you, bro?
Man, just got to catch up with a lot of stuff, man. I've been out for at least a month and a half, so now I'm just getting back with things, and I'm gonna be doing the rounds again, all that stuff. I got a bunch of boxes I need to open, so yeah, back at it again, rinse and repeat, man. That's it.
Got you, bro. Definitely, man. Appreciate having you here as always. X-Man. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, that big ass.
Oh, there you go. It's
Damn, bro.
That damn thing
is it a heavy piece, bro?
God damn, this is heavy. This is heavy.
Really?
Man,
Yes, it's insanely. This thing is solid.
You think is it solid prop? I mean, press X is it solid?
It is heavy. This thing is. It's like about 20 pounds ish.
Wow.
Damn.
Like, just on its own. This is heavy. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. And he's beautiful.
So they'll make this thing not hollow and put all kinds of plastic in it, make it heavy. But you can give me some metal parts in them droids, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take it up with Howard.
Man,
Take it up with Howard. What are you gonna do?
Diecast is like vibranium nowadays, bro. It's hard to.
Bruh. And that's even. Look at that. Damn. I know that box is gonna be big as shit. And that's the one you got the one where you can also swap out the arm as well, right? So you got the Okay.
Swap out the arm and swap out the jaw.
Yeah.
And it also, of course, came with the trooper, the sergeant. So yeah.
Damn,
I love it,
bro.
I love it. It finally came. We didn't think it would. They charged me an extra $42 for it, but it actually did show up.
Bro, that looked like a real zoo animal, yo. Like that's like convincingly
damn big ass iguana.
Like a
Bro,
dog.
the crazy part about the dewback, bro, when you see it this way, when you see it and you go back and watch A New Hope to re-edit, you'll see it in a totally different light because this looks more real than the CGI.
Yeah. That CGI needed help back in the day.
Yeah, that was early CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker's dope though, bro. That is dope. He said, "Mine, Mr. Masashi said, mine is coming soon. I'm already worried about space."
So what's funny when he first came on and was petting it, we could just barely see the head of it. My nephew really thought you had a kimono dragon in your lap.
Damn!
Oh my god!
Damn, bro!
You got a dragon? I said, "No."
Yeah, man. Tell him what kind of sick bastard to put a saddle on it.
I know, right? Gotta go ahead, dragon. Put a saddle on it. What?
Press that kind of ride his little dragon around the house.
Yeah. Put my figures on it, man. Put my figures on
it. Hey, take it back to the labyrinth, to the movie Labyrinth, when you had the dog riding the dog.
Exactly. I love that.
Go.
If they make a figure of that, so help me God, I would buy it.
Life size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro. Yes.
Damn.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's amazing. But yes, thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow for Uncivilized Scoundrels, where we can all shed many tears over the last 3 episodes of Andor. Again, emotionally wrecked.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna spoil it for you, Calvin, because you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. No spoilers, because when you watch, oh my god, bro. Definitely, bro. Thank you for being here, man. As always, can't wait till tomorrow. Unc Keith, man, what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Appreciate being here. You know I love being here with all the fellas and the people out in the chat. You know it's the place to be on Wednesday nights. I got nothing going on except a little Facebook page. Go over there and check out comic art. And I just dropped the covers and everything. So come on over and join up and out.
And Unc Keith, for those in the cheap seats that don't understand who's behind you, please explain it to them.
Oh, that's the metal man right there. Come on,
buddy. Buddy.
That's one of my favorite group of superheroes.
Yeah, buddy.
Metal man, right there.
Yeah, buddy. And here's the thing, fun fact.
My boy right here. I love Mercury.
Yeah. Fun fact. That's where two cartoons got their inspiration from this line. One was the Silverhawks. Two was the Bionic Six.
There you go. All right.
There you go. There you
Damn.
go. Inspiration for you.
You got it, man.
Inspiration for
like
you.
I said, this wasn't a very popular comic book.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorites. I love it.
Yeah, the Metal Man. Definitely the Metal Man were incredible, man. But definitely thank you for being here. Cannot wait till tomorrow. As always. A lot of what up with you, bro? Is he here?
No, there he is.
Yeah, he is.
Gina?
What up with you, bro? What
All right.
You want to say anything to the people?
Waiting on some shit to come in. Not much, man. Just waiting on some shit to come in. Read some comic books. Go out there and read. Stop being media illiterate out there.
A whole bunch of that going on.
Yeah, I mean, I said it on Monday, man. That's not, be a man, lick her toes.
Oh damn, bro. Here we go. Anyway, thank you guys, everybody out there, for being here. Another successful show. Until next week, we'll see you again tomorrow night. Don't forget, Uncivilized Scoundrels. We will be back for another great show. Cannot wait, but we will talk to you later on, man. We are out. Peace and love and all that good stuff. Talk to you later, man. We are out. Peace.